Welcome to all as we come together virtually but enthusiastically to celebrate the accomplishments of you, the University of Nevada, Reno School of Medicine Class of 2020. I have participated in over 40 Doctor of Medicine graduation ceremonies. Each one has been special in its own way for graduates and their friends and family members. But the significance and importance are always the same. Today we honor you, the Class of 2020, in an unprecedented way for these unprecedented times. We are excited to make history with you as the first UNR Med graduating class to have a virtual Doctor of Medicine academic hooding ceremony. This global pandemic will not stop us from recognizing your accomplishments and sending you on your way to a successful career of service and commitment. On behalf of the entire University of Nevada, Reno community, faculty and staff members, community partners, friends, and supporters, all of whom have contributed to your education, I offer my congratulations. Each of you is about to become an alumnus of our School of Medicine. Today marks the end of a long phase of formal education and the beginning of a lifetime of more informal, but even more critical, learning and professional growth. Your medical school career consists of hundreds, perhaps thousands of small moments, the cumulative impact of which has brought you to the significant transition from student to physician. Your student career began with the Monday morning orientation week, the bonding that started that week with your classmates, family day and pancakes, and the pride and nervousness you felt at the white coat ceremony. Now you are about to be launched into a lifetime of service, contributing to your community and experiencing the great intensity of emotion that comes with medical practice at the highest level. Contributing to the process that has caused this remarkable transformation is one of my greatest joys, and it's a joy shared by the rest of the faculty and staff members who have supported you along the way. From this point forward in your career, there are patients who will benefit from your compassion and humanism. There are students, residents, and colleagues who need your mentorship. There are communities, hospitals, and clinics hoping for your leadership. And there is a School of Medicine that is proud of your service as ambassadors to show the world how our values and our 51-year tradition of medical education excellence have influenced your professional and personal lives. As we have all emphasized throughout your education, everything in medicine is built on the physician-patient relationship. No matter your specialty, whether you end up in a clinic, an operating room, or a laboratory, everything you do eventually finds its way to a patient. The energy created by that relationship will then find its way back to you. The many dilemmas you will face in your professional life are really quite easily solved. Do what is right for the patient. You can never go wrong if you do, and you will be rewarded handsomely with reciprocal, satisfying, energizing relationships beyond your imagination. I hope you graduate with pride in your training and experiences at UNR Med. I hope you take your skills, knowledge, and expertise out into a world that needs you so much. Graduation is a time of great celebration, but with just a touch of bittersweet. We are happy for you and your success and for the excitement and satisfaction you will experience in your professional life to come. But we are sad that you are leaving, and oh so proud to welcome you as alumni and colleagues. Above all, we are committed to continuing our tradition of outstanding medical education, so you are always proud to say that you graduated from the University of Nevada, Reno School of Medicine. Congratulations. I am very honored to now introduce a very special keynote speaker for this very special virtual commencement ceremony. Dr. Patrice Harris, a renowned child and adolescent psychiatrist from Atlanta, is the 174th president of the American Medical Association and the first African American woman to hold this position. As a private practicing physician, public health administrator, and patient advocate, Dr. Harris has been an active leader in organized medicine for her entire career. She has served on the AMA's Board of Trustees since 2011, including a term as chair. She has also served as chair of the AMA Opioid Task Force since its inception in 2014. Beyond the AMA, Dr. Harris has held positions of leadership with the American Psychiatric Association, the Georgia Psychiatric Physicians Association, the Medical Association of Georgia, and the Big Cities Health Coalition. A distinguished fellow of the American Psychiatric Association, Dr. Harris continues in private practice and currently consults with both public and private organizations on healthcare service delivery and emerging trends in healthcare. She is an adjunct assistant professor in the Emory University Department of Psychiatry and Behavioral Sciences, and an adjunct clinical assistant professor in psychiatry and behavioral sciences at the Morehouse School of Medicine. I am pleased to present to you the president of the American Medical Association, Dr. Patrice Harris.
Greetings, graduates, family members, and all of the significant others who are sharing this moment with you. Thank you for inviting me to be a part of your celebration today. Now, I imagine this ceremony is not what you envisioned it would be, but that does not make it any less significant. Right now, we are experiencing a moment we could not have imagined just a few short months ago. Graduating in the midst of a global pandemic, no doubt, is replete with mixed emotions and thoughts, and that's okay. Yes, there are feelings of loss for how you envision this moment, but I know there is also joy and a sense of accomplishment. So allow yourselves the space and time to feel all of those feelings and think all of those thoughts. But I encourage you to cherish and celebrate this moment as the culmination of all of the years of your hard work, dedication, and commitment. So with the few moments I have with you today, I want to give you a little encouragement, a little real talk, and a little advice from lessons I have learned on my journey as you celebrate this milestone and prepare to take the next step on your journeys, both in your chosen profession, but also your personal journeys. First, appreciate your journey, the whole journey. And yes, that includes embracing the yuck. If ever there was a yuck time in history, this is it. As anxious as we all are to get to the other side of this pandemic, let's not miss the lessons that we can all learn. In a crisis, yes, the yuck, we can learn what is most important in life, our families and our friends. We can also learn about ourselves and test the limits of what we thought possible. If we are to match this moment as physicians, we must always live up to the values of our profession and to the trust our patients place in us. We must always fight for science. We must speak out against misinformation and disinformation. We must commit to intellectual honesty, or as my grandmother used to say, truth-telling. Next, be curious. Commit to being a lifelong learner, and put that commitment to work both in and out of your professional lives. Be open and willing to learn about others and from others who don't live near you, look like you, or believe like you. Hone your critical thinking skills and be self-aware. Ask questions and challenge your own assumptions. Be open to intergenerational learning. There is so much we can learn from one another. No generation has the market cornered on wisdom. Now, certainly we can have a sense of humor about our respective generations and our differences, but we certainly have to get beyond the I win, you lose narrative. Make a commitment to community and communication and human connectedness. This current pandemic is definitely amplifying the need for human connection. Finally, you must have the confidence to stand in your authentic voice. What do I mean by that? Have faith in your beliefs and speak them out loud. And by the way, that sometimes will mean speaking truth to power. Every generation has its own challenges. For you, to state the obvious, these challenges include starting your careers in the midst of a pandemic, mastering ever-changing technology without losing the human touch, connectedness, and a sense of community, coping with rising amounts of information and living in an age of anxiety and distrust. But these challenges are not insurmountable, and your actions and words can be powerful as you meet life's challenges. And I know, your family members know, your professors know that you will. So graduates, a final congratulations and welcome to this wonderful profession of medicine. As you leave this great university with diploma in hand, knowledge gained, and lessons learned, and with a greater purpose in mind, I wish you well as you work to achieve your individual goals, but also our common goals as a community, as a profession, and as a nation. Thank you.
I'm Dr. Joe Holland. I'm your president of the UNR Med Alumni Chapter. First of all, congratulations to everyone. This is a momentous day in your life as a physician. Next, I'd like to read you the first line of the UNR Med's Physician's Oath. I solemnly pledge.
I solemnly pledge.
I solemnly pledge.
I solemnly pledge.
I solemnly pledge to consecrate my life
to the service of humanity.
I will give to my teachers
the respect and gratitude
that is their due.
I will practice my profession
with conscience and dignity.
The health of my patient
will be my first consideration.
I will respect the secrets
that are confided in me,
even after the patient has died.
I will maintain, by all the means of my power,
the honor and noble traditions of the medical profession.
My colleagues will be my sisters and brothers.
I will not permit considerations
of age, disease, or disability,
creed, ethnic origin, gender,
nationality, political affiliation,
sexual orientation,
social standing,
or any other factor,
to intervene between my duty and my patient.
I will maintain the
utmost respect for human life.
I will not use my medical knowledge to violate
human rights and civil liberties,
even under threat.
I make these promises solemnly.
I make these promises
solemnly, freely,
and upon my honor.
And upon my honor.
And upon my honor.
Congratulations to you all on your graduation today. You are graduating in the midst of a pandemic. We couldn't be more clear at this time the importance of the role of a healthcare professional, the profession you have chosen to lead for your lifetime. But as we talk about the public policy issues around the coronavirus, it is also an added responsibility in a position such as yours to provide objectivity and scientific knowledge to the healthcare policy process. So I wish you well in your careers as healthcare professionals and healthcare policymakers. Congratulations. And on that note, by the virtue of the laws of the state of Nevada and the power invested in me by the Board of Regents of the Nevada System of Higher Education, I confer upon you the medical doctor degrees that you have earned with all of the rights, privileges, and obligations belonging thereto. Congratulations, Dr. Ryan Eric Allen.
Congratulations, Dr. Nicholas Tyler Andrew.
Congratulations, Dr. Martin J. Azam.
Congratulations, Dr. Tara Elizabeth Becker.
Congratulations, Dr. Brian Allen Bird.
Congratulations, Dr. Joshua Lee Bryan.
Congratulations, Dr. Nathan Woodbury Camp.
Congratulations, Dr. Lorenzo Capanolo.
Congratulations, Dr. Patrick A. Cassidy.
Congratulations, Dr. Shanthan Chawla.
Congratulations, Dr. Kevin Michael Cleary.
Congratulations, Dr. Neil Kwame Apudia.
Congratulations, Dr. Lauren Evans.
Congratulations, Dr. Megan Floyd.
Congratulations, Dr. Misha Fatui.
Congratulations, Dr. Jonathan Gevorkian.
Congratulations, Dr. Natalie Gevorkian.
Congratulations, Dr. Matthew James Guasden.
Congratulations, Dr. Jonathan Habashi.
Congratulations, Dr. Jonathan Lyle Holt.
Congratulations, Dr. Ryan Joseph Hood.
Congratulations, Dr. Nikki Javia.
Congratulations, Dr. Ryan Linnell Johnson.
Congratulations, Dr. Stephen Kim.
Congratulations, Dr. Clinton Michael Colseth.
Congratulations, Dr. Rama Kumra.
Congratulations, Dr. Sharon D. Malwain.
Congratulations, Dr. Austin Merritt.
Congratulations, Dr. Shane David Marcelli.
Congratulations, Dr. Tyson Sean Mayturn.
Congratulations, Dr. Erica Maubin.
Congratulations, Dr. Rodel Padron Maulet.
Congratulations, Dr. Patrick Jason McGuire.
Congratulations, Dr. Austin Paul Mang.
Congratulations, Dr. Trevor Dylan Moravec.
Congratulations, Dr. Bryn Morris.
Congratulations, Dr. Patrick Hugh Mullett.
Congratulations, Dr. Madison Elise Murray.
Congratulations, Dr. Megan Rochelle Oberbillig.
Congratulations, Dr. Kelly O'Connell.
Congratulations, Dr. Vinaya Omandak.
Congratulations, Dr. Diana Padilla.
Congratulations, Dr. Zachary Mason Paquette.
Congratulations, Dr. Peter Sehun Park.
Congratulations, Dr. Nelson Vicente Quesada, Jr.
Congratulations, Dr. Jenna Rashashin.
Congratulations, Dr. Visesh Israel Ravikumar.
Congratulations, Dr. Joseph C. Rebman.
Congratulations, Dr. Arash Ruhani.
Congratulations, Dr. Robert Screen.
Congratulations, Dr. Prem Balaji Senthil Kumar.
Congratulations, Dr. Matthew Claiborne Shonard.
Congratulations, Dr. Craig Paul Schul.
Congratulations, Dr. Samira Siddiqui.
Congratulations, Dr. Zena Heath Stavitsky.
Congratulations, Dr. Abigail Esther Stevens.
Congratulations, Dr. Reba Suri.
Congratulations, Dr. Serenity Sweet.
Congratulations, Dr. Ashley Rose Tarshoni.
Congratulations, Dr. Jonathan Tolman Thorpe.
Congratulations, Dr. Dylan Curtis Turner.
Congratulations, Dr. Nicholas Christian Waselli.
Congratulations, Dr. Michael Daniel Young.
Family, friends, mentors, faculty, and the class of 2020. Thank you for inviting me to celebrate with you wherever you may be. I am sure we all had a certain vision of what the day would look like. Staring into a camera while reading my speech off of a teleprompter was not what I had imagined. Despite the changes that came about because of forces beyond our control, I am certain that, together, we will make the best of these circumstances and succeed in effectively celebrating our shared achievements. Thankfully, we as medical students were not strangers to surviving and thriving in difficult times before the COVID-19 pandemic. During the first 2 years of medical school, many of us practically lived in the Pennington Health Sciences building, particularly as exams approached. We would spend the morning attending lectures, only to later hunker down in a study room with a classmate, music, and a study chick for company. You knew times were especially tough when the only snacks left in the vending machine were sunflower seeds and red vines. However, no matter how wholly consuming our stresses would become, our class would take the time to pop in on each other, to see how our comrades were doing. Even if this was just stopping to chat while passing someone in the hallway en route to the 5th coffee break of the night. I think I speak for all of us when I say we cherish those moments, because sometimes they were the only human interaction to be had. And after each exam, we would joyously congregate in the foyer. Another victory won, another dragon slain. Then year 3 came. We were so excited to be out of the classroom and thrilled that the USMLE Step 1 exam was in the rearview mirror. The joys of hands-on clinical medicine did not disappoint. Having said that, this new year and new setting brought new challenges. Oftentimes, the days were long and the pressure and tension of constantly performing, of navigating the ever-shifting expectations and subjective evaluations could leave one feeling frayed around the edges. But year 3 brought with it a new kind of support. Our class was shuffled into cohorts for this grand adventure. New friendships were made, old friendships grew deeper, and no matter how tough things got, you always had your colleagues by your side. Pain was divided and joy was shared. And before we knew it, we had done it. At last, the promised land. We had reached 4th year, the turning point, the final stretch, Valhalla. Sure, application interview season were stressful, but come on, so much better than years 1, 2, and 3. Having said that, the exact thing that gave our class so much strength throughout the first 3 years of medical school paradoxically made 4th year uniquely difficult for us. The last year of medical school is a time of isolation from friends and classmates, a time of separation from the support system upon which we had come to rely. 6 months ago, we did not appreciate just how many hours we truly spent together. Day in and day out, we saw each other, talked with one another, and laughed together. We could share the most recent updates in our lives. With the recent social distancing, we now realize with new clarity how meaningful those interactions were. For 4 years, we trudged through the thick, sticky mud that is medical school, together. Some of us were up to our knees, while others up to our necks. But, side by side, we pushed forward, looking always to May of 2020, to that glorious light at the end of the tunnel. A time to come back together, once again exchange stories of our individual adventures, and to reminisce about our shared journey. But as fate or the universe or God would have it, pick your entity, that was not what was in store for us. Our match days and graduation shifted with society in reaction to COVID-19. Class of 2020, I fully share all of the pain and sadness that surrounds the loss of celebrating these cherished moments in one room together. But let me say this, I wouldn't trade it. I would not trade the last 4 years with all of you for a traditional match day, a traditional graduation, for anything. I want to take this opportunity to thank our friends and family who have been there for us along the way and who stand with us now in person and in spirit. We appreciate your patience, understanding, and willingness to help us when we needed it. We may not have called as much as we would have liked to, or were unable to make that wedding, birthday party, or family gathering. But thanks to your support, we kept pushing forward. Additionally, thank you to the administration, community faculty, and physicians for the countless hours of guidance and mentoring. Thank you to the classes who came before us, who gave us advice and feedback throughout all of our years, sharing with us tips for success and warning us of potential pitfalls. And thank you to the residents who welcomed us as colleagues, frequently taking us under their wings, helping us discover where our true passions lie. But most of all, I would like to take this opportunity to thank my classmates. I may be biased, although I don't think I am, when I say our class is truly something special. We have always been tight-knit, if a little on the wild side. I never thought I could grow so close to a group of individuals. You've become my best friends, my family, and it has been the honor of a lifetime to serve as your president. We laughed together, we cried together, we welcomed new additions to our family multiple times. Every celebration felt like a celebration for all of us. So we've spoken of yesterday and of today, but what of tomorrow? I'm told transitioning from being a medical student to being a physician is jarring, even under the best of circumstances. But these are not the best of circumstances. We are the first class of residents that will be sent into a situation that only nightmares are made of. Except this isn't a dream. We are living it. We will be thrust into the fire, ready or not. But fire purifies. Fire strengthens. A ceramic pot is hardened in a kiln, a sword tempered in a forge. So too with us. No matter what field you are going into, we will all spend time as interns on the wards or maybe in ERs and urgent cares. Yes, we will be training for our chosen specialties, but at our core, we are all the same. We are physicians, taking the physician's oath to protect each and every single one of our patients. It is no longer something that will happen later or in the future. We are physicians now. And unlike most of the classes that came before us, we are marching into battle. But fear not. Just as we stood side by side, shoulder to shoulder at UNR Med, we will stand side by side and shoulder to shoulder with our new fellow residents, nurse practitioners, nurses, physician assistants, and attending physicians. Unity and camaraderie is especially important during these trying times. Check in with your fellow residents, your colleagues, your nurses, even your attendings. We are all human. We all have emotions and trauma that we carry with us that affects us every day. And while you're taking time to check in on them, check in on yourself. So wherever you are today, you can walk into tomorrow with your head held high, knowing your classmates and your friends are walking with you, always.